The year was 1066, a year that would forever change the history of England. When King Edward the Confessor died without a direct heir, a fierce struggle for the English crown began. Powerful leaders believed they had the rightful claim, and the future of the kingdom hung in the balance. Harold Godwinson was crowned King of England, gaining the support of many English nobles. But across the English Channel, William, Duke of Normandy, believed Edward had promised him the throne. Determined to claim what he considered his rightful inheritance, William began preparing for an invasion unlike anything England had ever seen. Along the coast of Normandy, hundreds of ships were built. Skilled craftsmen worked day and night while soldiers gathered from across the duchy. Knights polished their armor, archers prepared their bows, and horses were loaded onto waiting vessels. William's army was ready for the dangerous journey across the sea. With favorable winds at last, the Norman fleet crossed the English Channel. Dozens of ships sailed toward the southern coast of England, carrying thousands of soldiers determined to change history. Upon landing, William quickly secured a beachhead and established a base for his advancing army. Meanwhile, King Harold had just returned from defeating another invading force in northern England. His army had marched hundreds of miles in only a few days, leaving many soldiers exhausted. Despite their fatigue, Harold knew he had little time to rest. He immediately turned south to confront the Norman invasion before it could spread. The two armies finally met near Senlac Hill, close to the town of Hastings. Harold positioned his men along the high ground, forming the famous Saxon shield wall. Standing shoulder to shoulder, their locked shields created a powerful defensive line that had protected English armies for generations. On the morning of October 14, 1066, William rode before his army, encouraging his soldiers for the battle ahead. Norman archers moved into position, infantry tightened their formations, and mounted knights prepared for the charge. As the first arrows filled the sky, one of the most famous battles in medieval history had begun. The Norman archers opened the battle with volleys of arrows, but many shafts struck the strong Saxon shield wall or flew harmlessly over the defenders. The English warriors held their ground, standing shoulder to shoulder as their shields absorbed the first attacks. William then ordered his infantry forward. Norman foot soldiers climbed the steep slope toward the Saxon position, but the defenders fought with determination. Axes, spears, and swords clashed as the shield wall remained firm against repeated assaults. Next came the Norman cavalry. Powerful war horses charged uphill, carrying armored knights into battle.